All right, we're moving on to review the fire station roofing bids.
Okay, so you have two bids in your packet. See if I can find
I
it.
asked Dave about the internet speed. He was gonna check it while he was here. I'm texting him and he's running at the door.
So we got Fowler's at 50,000 and Whitney and Co for 100,000.
And what did it cost to
Same
paint?
gauge metal. What's that?
45 to paint.
Yeah, I think it was 45 to paint, or is what Fowler said. Anyway, you have two bids. I've received two bids. There you have it.
So what was the warranty on the
10 years on both.
Workmanship, the metal was
The metal,
considerably longer.
the metal's 10 years on both bids. They don't.
so we can paint for 45,000 and get a 1-year warranty, or replace the roof for 50,000 and get a 10-year warranty?
Or if we leave it, how long will it last unpainted?
Yeah, it's really is that an aesthetic thing.
Sorry.
Go ahead, chief.
Aaron, I sent you an email just a
I
little bit
just
ago
saw that.
with the pictures, maybe to pull it up for.
Okay, hold on. Let me switch.
Oh, sorry.
CMIs here. We'll get there.
Do you want Mike's computer too?
Yeah. Yeah. Pull up my email. I did see that come in, Walker.
Yeah, I just did.
All right. So they can load it up more. So yeah, that's it. They set up a drone. Is this Whitney?
No.
Oh, yes, that's right. You did. Yes.
Yeah, so I know, the biggest concerns that we had seen was along the ridge caps there. And then the creases where the two roofs meet. And then obviously the backside around the chimney where it's rusting and.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's been there for 30 years, or 33 years, and unfortunately, the warranty on it was 30 years. So,
Plan that.
yeah.
And now the new stuff's only 10,
What's that?
and the new stuff's only got a 10-year warranty.
Is that what it was for
The new roof, the 24 gauge is 10-year warranty.
That's the labor.
That's
He said it was everything.
yeah.
Straight year.
Labor is always different than.
I had to have Fowler's clarify.
He said, no one's only 10, the old one's 30. I said, leave the old one there because it's gonna be better built. And it was.
It's for the same age.
Fowler's offers a 10-year labor warranty. Sorry about that. And Drexel's metals warranty is noted on bottom page of 2. Tell her about that. She just couldn't tell me.
I don't see page 2, so
You don't see page 2. Okay, hold on. I think I got. Oh, that's because it flipped twice. May have to go pull it. Yeah, because I ran through the top row. Yeah, it's Fowler's. I didn't even know there was pages on that side. I have to go pull it. It's in my office.
so when did they plan, if we were to vote on this, when did they intend on
Performance for 25 years for Everlock.
When they plan on what? Sorry.
Oh, I just saw Everlock as a 25-year performance.
is that James and Whitney though?
Yes,
I think there
it was a 26 gauge. That's the one that was 100 grand.
Yeah.
So how does that work? The smaller, the lighter, the 26
26.
It is
is lighter,
24 is thicker.
is thicker.
So we have about $94,000 left in the ARPA funding.
Yeah.
And we had earmarked some of that funding for this roof. So if we're gonna do anything, I'm in favor of replacing the roof or repainting it.
Yeah.
But what do you guys think is the downside of doing,
About to go to the meeting,
because it's ARPA funding?
lesser of the two bids.
Do we have any recommendations from Fowler's that we could call? Or?
I can. I just question. Yes, absolutely. I can call for a recommendation for references.
Yeah,
We'd like to do.
and
I can do that.
maybe we just get some references and then for Fowler's, and then consider getting clarity on what the warranty is on the material.
I gotta say that, I mean, the older roof is probably pretty solid other than aesthetics. And even though it's 30 some odd years old, I bet it's gonna last as long, if not better than the new one would. And I'm wondering if it makes sense to change the roof out so the looks. If it's performing and the life, I guess I would ask the question, is it performing? Are there leaks? How thick is the metal? Is it going to rust through or is it going to last? It's not like a car that's under the salt. It's up in the air. It gets rain on it. I mean, there's a lot of old barns in town that have roofs that are 70, 80 years old. And other than the barns settling, the roofs are fine. So other than the aesthetics of it, I've got to question the performance. And is it worth $100,000 for the aesthetics?
I don't know if this will help, but the library actually had an issue recently. I don't know if you knew about that. One of the screws, something had gone wrong with that, and water did get in and did start to
This is standing
cause some
seam.
trouble.
Yeah.
Standing seam.
Oh, is it oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
No screw.
Sorry.
No, this is the stuff that's indestructible.
Well, I mean, it's,
Walker looks like he might have something to say.
Do you know
Yeah.
any leaks or anything, Walker, or anything happening?
I haven't seen nothing inside the building. I've been up on a ladder and looked up at it. Haven't physically been up on top of the roof. I don't know if Fowler's or their company, if they've been up there, whether most, did they have any comments about it? And that was gonna be my second question. Was that for a standing seam metal roof or was that screw down?
No, they're using this. It's a new system they have. It's like a double lock metal roofing system where it kind of clips in,
Awesome.
kind of thing. The old ones, they used to run a machine up it and zip it. But it looks both systems looks similar, I would say.
And if we do wait it out to see, what happens with the roof, I mean, I personally don't get up there every 6 months to check it. So if something does happen, chances are we probably won't know until water comes down through the ceiling. So, and I'm not a building contractor either, so I'm not sure to say whether if it's good, how much longer it's going to last, et cetera, et cetera.
So we're looking at doing $60,000 or $100,000 on a roof because it's peeling and we haven't even inspected to see what the condition of the roof is. It started with, it looks crappy. We want to paint it, make it look good. Geez, it's 45 grand. Let's look at this. I'm going to say, is there any harm in going back and finding somebody who can do a roof inspection to see what the integrity of the roof is, what the longevity of the roof is? And then we have to make a decision. Is it worth putting this much money for aesthetics if it's going to be solid?
Right.
I mean,
No, I agree 100%. And like I said before, I think the biggest concern is ridge caps on top, and then where the two roofs meet, and then it's around the chimney where it's rusted out. I don't know how.
ridge cap was cheap. Yeah, there was a ridge cap coat that was relatively inexpensive compared to the whole cost, which if you just could do a ridge cap, and here again, an inspection could find that.
Agree 100%. Yep. And like I said, in that bottom picture there, around the chimney,
Mhm.
I am confident that the rust is coming from the chimney itself, not the roof. But what's the deal there? Is anything going to happen? But
I don't
I am
have a
all
problem
for.
doing an inspection.
In the back.
Yeah, may I ask is there sheathing under that roof, under the metal?
I have
I believe so.
slightest idea. I would
It's good.
think so.
Focus
If
cameras.
there is, you also need to be careful if somebody rips the roof and then they determine some of the sheathing is bad, then you're going to be upcharged.
They've addressed that in the quote.
Right,
That replacing if they have to. They
that would
gave us
be
those
additional
numbers.
costs.
Yeah.
So I think your comment was really well thought out, having an inspection done to really get a good assessment of what you're getting into.
I see a lot of old barns in town, and that's why I did a metal roof.
I have a suggestion.
Yes, sir.
Can you get somebody like CO Beck, get somebody over here, because they're experts, they did this roof. And in my roof, to go up on that roof and say, do we need something now? Just buy them a 5-gallon bucket of tar.
I don't have an issue one way or the other what we do.
And they'll probably do that. More money.
My position is this. This isn't anything that's impacting the property taxpayers in the town.
Yeah.
If we do nothing, that money needs to be spent this year on some other project, which is fine, right? But we're almost at the end of 23, so we have to have that money committed by October of next year. So I don't have a problem doing our due diligence to figure that out, but I'm doubtful, down the road that it's just gonna be a capital expense coming out of property tax money. So that's my only thought process with moving forward. But
I'm just a little surprised that we only got 2 bids. I mean, there are a number of roofing companies in there. I just don't know what our process is. I mean, are we just putting RFPs out there and waiting for people to jump on it? Or do we make phone calls and say, hey, I'd like you to bid on this project? And someone would probably going to tell you they can't do it until spring anyway. But at least you get some people respond. I mean, like you mentioned, Beck, I'm totally shocked that they wouldn't submit a bid.
They're probably enough business going on with the staff they have.
Mitchell's, I'm surprised that they wouldn't submit it.
And you can do it in the winter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did my roof in January.
No, they can, it's not like shingles down in the frozen. I just, it surprises me that you got two bids and they're so far apart.
Yeah, that's why I'm interested in references.
One apparently doesn't want the work,
Really?
or the other one wants it so bad they're gonna cut,
I still, with the newer stuff, have to question the quality compared to the old seam
Yeah,
seal.
I think that's a good idea. Been going for a while.
It's working, as far as we know.
Table it. I mean, it's not a hill I'm gonna die on,
I'm sure we can find other places that use the ARPA funds that's just, if not more.
So is it, are we moving forward to try to get an inspection of the?
Yep.
All right,
Make a motion for an inspection.
all right, all those in favor? Fire department requests to purchase appliances.
Yes,
Next thing you know, he's gonna want it.
so, we need a new refrigerator at the Riverside Station down on 201. And then the oven that we have at the North Station, I believe it may be the original. Maybe it was Tommy's childhood oven, but I can't seem to find parts or anybody that wants to work on it. So I was looking to see if the select board would consider spending approximately $2,500 in ARPA funding to replace the refrigerator at the Riverside Station and the oven at the North Station. I got prices for both the refrigerator and the oven from several places. For the refrigerator to replace what we have there, I was right around between $1,400 and $1,600. And then the electric oven, I don't think we need anything too crazy. That was anywhere between $599 and $700. And I did find, I went to Lowe's, Home Depot, Horton's, Steve's Appliances, and I did find something that Horton's, you bring your appliance quote, they'll match the quote. I personally would like to shop local to have it serviced, be able to have it serviced versus buying. Nothing against Home Depot or Lowe's, but I think dealing with somebody right down the road would be a little bit easier. So I was just looking to see if the select board would consider.
Walker brought this to my attention and I asked him to come on to bring this up. I'm supportive of it. I mean, I think this is a perfect example of what to use the ARPA funds for. They fire department does quite a bit. So I personally am in favor of Chief's recommendation.
And you hate those people.
Yeah, I do. You know it.
Walker,
Yes.
have you ever heard of scratch and dent as a source of major appliances?
Scratch and dent.
Scratch and dent.
Scratch and
If
dent.
they're not perfect, you get a big reduction in the cost and functionality,
Yeah.
It's usually scratches on the side, who cares?
Mhm.
Those,
Yeah, I
those
mean-
facilities are out there.
Right. So like it would be cheaper.
Oh, yeah.
If it has a scratch or dent on it, but it still works.
Yes.
Or factory refurbished, sometimes it's something that got returned and refurbed.
Who would that be through?
The one in Farmingdale closed shop, which my major energy, they just went out of business. I mean, I like your sentiment, Mike. I also agree with Walker as far as going through Fortins if there's a problem.
You gotta get the service. They are good on service. That's true. I'm fine with it.
What's the criteria for the ARPA funds usage?
It's really up to us. The townspeople gave us the authority to spend money.
Needs to be, this was COVID money.
It became extremely lax. Basically, just they find a way to spend it. It was 4 modules when it first came out, and then as time kind of moved on, it got very lenient.
And there's a deadline,
Yes,
which is,
and it's next year. We have to have it committed.
Yeah.
By next year and spend it on 2026.
Yeah.
And it can't be used for budgetary items like we can't offset a normal budget item with that money. That's one of the restrictions.
I think this is outside of, my only comment is that, I would prefer that you keep track of this pretty tightly because I'm really still advocating, and I think it's extremely important. We put a generator down and, what's that, $12,000?
Yeah.
So
Did you get those?
if you go with a high roof bid over here, you're gonna eat up that chunk pretty.
We may not, but we may not do anything to the roof. It's just,
Well, I understand.
and we'll have plenty of money for generator.
And the 90 that's left theoretically, it's already considering that there was an X amount of money was set aside for painting the roof?
We got two bids for painting the roof. One was 14,000 and one was 45,000.
Yeah, but you had an amount already allocated in your opera funds for that painting, I believe.
I don't recall
I don't
that.
think,
I'd have to get the spreadsheet. I don't have it in front of me.
I don't recall that, you know, I made a mistake.
It was considered originally. I just don't know whether you,
I can double check for you.
I'm looking for $12,000 to get a generator put in here so that you can operate when there's catastrophe outside. Somebody from the town office can give certain people.
All goes well, we'll be operating remotely from home.
Somebody's gonna be here. People run the room.
Go ahead, Holly.
I'm thinking about, why does the fire department need a stove in the
They do different events. I mean, they're gonna be hosting
Ice fishing.
a fundraiser for the school this upcoming month. You know, there's various different things that they do in the community. You know, I think they talked about going back to doing different fundraisers at some point. I don't know. I mean, I can't speak for what they do. They're not for profit. But you know, it's a small price to pay for what little they get paid to be available. If they, as far as I'm concerned, if they want a stove and it keeps people around the fire station, $2,500 is cheap money. That's my opinion.
So it's used as a sort of to encourage people to continue to serve, to make it so that it's because they're a service to the community. It's not for specifically a function that they need to have. Like, you know, the school needs, you know, and you know, we looked at the school and I was shocked that the school didn't have a functioning kitchen. They have a warm-up kitchen. They warm up food and stuff like that. They don't have a cooking kitchen, you know, and I was shocked. It was like, because I thought, oh, can't we make a bunch of food there and we can process it? We can take farm food and process it there. And they said, we don't understand. Our kitchen is a place where we get food from places and we, you know, we do them. It's, you know, it's not really a cooking. It's not a cook kitchen.
It's a commercial kitchen.
It has a commercial license,
Yeah,
but
it's a commercial
it's
kitchen.
not set up to be able to do the kind of mass cooking kind of stuff. And so it's just an example of sort of like, where do we, I just want to make sure that we're thinking through, you know, like what is the purpose of it? It sounds like this purpose is really just to basically make a comfortable place for people who are volunteering, as well as to have a place that they can do fundraising, and that there's not other options for, there's some other use.
So there's that as a fundraising option. Also, like the October of 2017 storm, people lose power for 2 weeks. They can come to the station, get warm, cook some food, have a refrigerator. Not only that, the refrigerator is more so, we have waters in both of our refrigerators. So when we go to a structure fire, you know, the guys are drinking warm water while they're there that is on the trucks, but when they get back, they can open the refrigerator and get a full bottle of water or any other color. So it's multi-purpose, really, for a little bit of everything. So, and like I said, like Chris said, we have the Hunter's Breakfast on November 4th coming up, and use that for food.
Do you guys bring your own lunches when you have all-day trainings and keep them in the fridge?
So we do that. The drinks from the trainings, those will go in there as well. We have the mandatory training that we have. I think it's good, the guys volunteering their time, you know, to be able to feed them and also give them cold drinks versus.
Like an employee kitchen, basically.
Right. I mean, it's not, the Riverside Station, that kitchen's a lot bigger, but it's just has the basics. I don't even think we have a microwave down there. It's the oven, sink, and refrigerator. And then the north has microwave, oven, refrigerator.
I'm ready to move on.
All right. You have a motion
Make a motion for the funds that he's requested for a fridge and a stove
to be purchased by Fortins.
to be purchased by Fortins. Yep.
All right.
225,
Up to 2,500.
and we're not taxing it.
You know, check. All right. So we have a motion to authorize purchase at Fortins up to $2,500. And that's second, all in favor?
Aye.
Three.
Mike second.
Thank